What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Just One Beer, episode 4. My name's Justin.
I'm Pat.
Hello, Pat. It's good to be back.
Hell yeah, man. I'm pumped.
I know.
Episode 4?
Episode 4 it is.
It's crazy.
It's, you know what I was going to say? We should make a drinking game. Listen to the podcast, and every time you say the word crazy, you have to take like a swig or a shot. That would be
Crazy or for sure. I say
sure.
for sure a lot. Or literally.
Yeah. It would be silly to not deny the fact that we re-listen to it. You have to be critical of yourself, but I've realized I cuss a lot. I cuss too much, and I definitely cuss more when I'm around you. It's weird.
I definitely know I cuss a lot, but I'm not going to stop that. So we're not going to do a drinking game with that because America would be too wasted.
Right, yeah. I don't think the stores have enough alcohol.
Yeah. You know what's cool, man, is reading some of these emails and these DMs and stuff that we get. People actually like what we're doing. It's kind of crazy. As long as they like it, we're going to continue it.
Selfishly, I think it's more for me. I like to look at old picture boxes, and I look at the same stupid pictures that I looked at like 2 years ago. This is a repository, I think, for us in a way, because remember we had a friend pass away when we were young.
Yep.
And we had thought like, oh shit, we wish we had more video of him so we could see him.
Yep.
And then after that, we started recording all the crap me, you, and our other buddy was doing.
Yep.
And I have a whole bunch. In fact, I have some of those videos uploaded.
Yeah.
That's behind the paywall though.
It's crazy.
But
Drink.
no. But yeah, so I think I enjoy listening to it, but I can't help but be critical about myself. I think if you're a self-reflective person, you're trying to always be better.
Yeah, anytime you hear yourself, like I always thought my voice was stupid.
Well, it is.
Not according to the public at this point. If they see me, then they probably have a different opinion. But hearing me, I guess, to some people is good.
A disembodied voice when you don't know what the person looks like is, I think, pretty interesting. Like Tom Leykis. I listened to Tom Leykis for a long time, and when I saw him, I'm like, how is this dude talking like this when he looks like that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, he was just a big fat dude.
I used to be a big fat dude.
No,
so
you were
can
not.
appreciate
You were
it.
not. You say you were fat. You weren't fat. Dude.
Well, we appreciate everyone listening for sure. Drink.
For sure. Drink. Again.
But
before you continue, I think we need to change our intro.
Yeah.
I watch a few, because I get inspiration from this just by listening to other people. And one thing I've noticed is that we need some rock music. We're more rock and roll.
you think we're more rock and roll than an answering machine?
I don't know. That sounded pretty lame. I don't know. Are we more rock and roll? No, we need a new intro because I think we need one more representative of us and our personalities.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that some iteration of like a rotary phone could be in there, along with like the sound of a pager, like beep beep beep. Because did you ever have a pager?
Yeah, man. I definitely had a pager.
I had a pager, and I think I used it like twice.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Well, I kind of want to jump right into a PSA, man, because we told everyone we're going to feature one
PSAs
every single cast.
I
And
want to know how many people really heed the advice, though.
I think people probably listen to the advice and laugh at the advice, but the people that the PSA is about probably don't like change their ways.
No, not at all. I think those people, I like to call them stupid people, they're operating on like a whole other plane, that doesn't even exist in this realm. Mm-hmm. So you could say something to somebody, they would hear it, but they won't listen. Those are two different things.
Yeah. This PSA
let's
today on episode 4 is about the street bike guys.
Oh, the motorcycle riders and the...
No motorcycle. I'm talking this 10-speed idiots.
Cyclists.
Yes.
Yeah, they're cyclists.
With their stupid,
road bikes.
Their stupid little outfits.
Dude, it's for aerodynamics.
I don't care what it's for, dude. They're not winning a race. They're not even in a race. They're
competing against themselves.
They're riding their bike at 6:30 a.m. in the morning.
I would too.
When I'm trying to get to fucking work, and they're riding their stupid bike. And I gotta calm down because I hate these guys.
I know you do. I'm a bike rider, but I definitely don't fit in the mold that you're describing.
I'm gonna tell you, if I ever see you at 6:30 a.m., I will push you over on your bike.
If you see me at 6:30 a.m., I'll have my middle finger up.
Here's the deal: they don't own the road. They will never own the road.
Neither do the.
And let me tell you why they don't.
Neither do the cars. You have to share.
Of
the
course,
road.
the cars own the road. Why? Because if the bike and the car get in a collision, the bike dies.
But it's
the car keeps going.
But it's still your responsibility to look out for them.
That's what they think. I don't think that way.
You don't?
No. Why would I have to look out for something that
listen,
I will run right the fuck over?
Listen, trust me. There's plenty of dickheads who I agree. They ride their bikes like they do on the road. I've ridden next to them on the thing. They'll blow through stop signs, stoplights, and they'll take up, if they feel like there's any threat to their safety, they go and, well, I've done this actually, like through Encinitas, where there's no bike lane. It's just that parking along the street in 2 lanes. There's a little that's painted on the street. The sign indicates
they're allowed
that
to have the
bike can
whole
have the
lane.
whole lane.
That's exactly right. Well,
I've done it, but you know what? I'm pedaling like 25 miles an hour, so I'm going the speed limit.
I want to go 35. And listen, if I want to
You
go
wanna break the
35,
law?
if I want to go 10 miles over and go right over you like a speed bump, I will. And let me tell you something else, bikers. Let me tell you something else.
Preach.
Hey, well, the thing is use both hands. I don't care if you're hungry. Don't bike with one stupid hand and eat a protein bar and a fucking banana and then swerve into my lane.
Oh, that's happened?
The minute you absolutely. The minute you swerve, I'm going to swerve right back, and then you're going to be on the losing end of that. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, trust me. I never try to compete with cars because you're going to lose. You're going to die.
Well, it's like pit bulls. Why have unnecessary, danger in your life? Why? There's no need for it.
Dude, I heard a pit bull story. That's all I'll say. But a woman got attacked by a pit bull and it fucking mauled her face.
Yes. You know why? Because she probably didn't listen to our podcast and get rid of her pit bull. Had she listened to
I know when
what
I hear
episode
stuff
was
like that, I'm like, it's hard to defend, but
there is no defense of it. There is no defense of it.
I love puppies.
No, you don't. You like
I love
puppies, but not
mollies.
pit bulls.
I know. I don't want to go down that road.
Yeah, we
again.
already talked about that. But back to the bikers,
Yeah, the
man.
bikers.
Like, you're not going to compete in the Tour de France.
Dude.
You know what I mean? So
those dudes are douchebags, and I agree.
okay, so here's what makes them even douchier. They're riding down the bike. The street.
Did 30 miles. It was a light day.
Let me rephrase that. Not riding. They're pedaling down the street with their stupid shaved legs and their stupid shaved chest and all that stuff. And then they have like a brewery that sponsors their stupid little tight outfit. Brewery, stop doing that. I don't think that's entitled.
Dude, the breweries do not sponsor these dudes. They sell that swag in their little store where you can get growlers and beer. Then,
oh, no shit?
Yeah, because they know that dudes who ride bikes drink that in beer. So, of course, they have all
That's
the riding
funny.
shit there. Do you know how many dudes I saw mountain biking with beer jerseys?
Yeah.
A lot.
Mountain biking will be another day's PSA.
Hey, I'll just say this right now. Fuck you.
But
mountain biking's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
you're just bitter because you're a little bitch and there's no way you could do it, and that would piss you off.
I can do it.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
I just
you'd
choose
fall
not
down,
to.
you'd break one of your pussy bones, and then you'd be like, "Fuck, why'd I do this?"
Yeah.
But maybe it is for another day because there's plenty of douchebags in that sport.
Maybe we'll talk when you have your little outfit on.
I don't have any. I can't fit in the outfits I used to wear, dude.
Yeah. To end my PSA.
Yes, end your PSA about
for me.
cyclists.
For me.
No. Let's stop. You got to offer some helpful advice.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was getting at.
That's the whole point of a
that's
PSA.
what I was getting at. So hey, cyclists, bikers. There's a couple different places you can go. There's one place called Arizona that has these freeways that just go for miles and miles and miles.
Called not California.
With nothing. Like nothing. Like these douchebags literally choose the tightest turning streets there are in San Diego. Like, for example,
like a 2-lane mountain road?
Like Quest Haven, right? That's 2 lanes, and the bike lane is literally 3 inches
No, I
big.
get it. Those dudes have some balls or don't have brains or any combination of the two.
Okay,
but I wouldn't ride.
So no biker that wears that outfit has balls. So I'm not going to accept that for an answer. The no brains
Hurt your
thing,
ball.
I can 100% get behind. Okay, so Arizona is the one solution. Or we have like lakes here that have paved trails all the way around it. Get on your stupid little bike, put your stupid little gear on, and go like 25 laps there.
Just do the distance there, however many rotations it takes.
You know what? And one more thing with these stupid idiots, because
hear it.
I'm getting fired up
Yep,
again.
let's hear it.
You don't need to ride your bike with 45 people, dude. Okay?
Yeah,
ride your bike by yourself.
That's pretty annoying.
And also, don't stop at my Starbucks. Like, I don't want to pull up.
Just tell us the address and they'll make sure they all avoid it.
Before I go to work, I don't want to have to compete with 35 idiots in stupid tights trying to get a banana and a fucking latte.
I think it's just a byproduct of this region and the area you live in. If you live in Hodunk fucking Kansas on a farm, you'll be able to go get coffee and probably not even see another person. That's the difference.
Well,
but
that provides a whole separate set of issues.
Yeah. You know what I would do? And I've actually thought about doing this. If I were to ride a bike, I think the best place to do it would be to drive out to Borrego Springs and do a huge loop all through there. Because, I mean, I don't know. People drink and drive on that road. But, there's not a lot of cars out there if you're in the winter.
Just stay off my roads. That's
okay.
my advice.
Yes, PSA complete. So I love the PSAs, and I think I want to throw some into. I think we should each kind of throw some seeds, like Johnny Appleseed. So I don't know why I always circle back to driving, but this one just gets more irritating with time. Is people who are playing with their phone while they're driving, and they're slow and they're not paying attention to what's happening in front of them. A light turns green and they're not going because they're flipping through their phone. They look at their phone and they start slowing down and they fuck traffic up everywhere. Put two hands on the wheel and just drive home like your life depends on it. That's my PSA. Because I want to see my kids tomorrow and the next day and the next day.
I would agree with that PSA. The problem is I'm probably guilty of that PSA.
Listen, I am too, but I do it responsibly.
How the fuck do you do that responsibly?
I do it responsibly because I turn on what it is I want to turn on and before I fucking leave. So I'll turn on my music before I go and I'll be sure that it's going to be able to stay on through my whole drive. And I'm only in the car for like 15 or 20 minutes. So if it's urgent, I'll be 10 minutes late getting back to you.
Yeah, I got to admit, man, I scroll through Instagram when I'm driving, but only when I'm stuck in traffic.
See how this PSA thing goes both ways? Like you're talking shit about bikers and I ride a bike.
But I agree with you. I listen, maybe this whole podcast thing is going to make me a better human being.
Yeah, that's how I would.
Probably not, but yeah, I'm trying.
It's going to make me an alcoholic.
Well,
no, we don't drink. We're not drinking. Hold on a sec, excuse me. We're not drinking White Claw. I think the whole emergence of these hard seltzers, it's fascinating to see. They sell them at bars now.
It's one of the greatest inventions, man, ever made. I drink one Henry's that's 88 calories, 0 sugars, and 1 gram of carb.
Yeah. As you get older, you can't just endlessly pound beer. There's just no way.
Especially not double IPAs, bro.
I'll never live that down. I don't know. I think I'm going to order a double IPA and say that.
Why not? They're good. I'm not, listen.
I like certain things at certain times. There's a time and a place for everything.
Yep.
There's been times when I'll get a tall boy of Stone IPA. Because if I ever get an IPA now, I don't play around with, ooh, what's this one? What's this one? What's this one? I just go with what I know, which is kind of why I grab Coors Light. I'll grab a Stone IPA. It's just a good solid, I think it's a 20 ounce or
it's
maybe,
a good
maybe
starter
like a 18,
piece.
16 ounce or something like that. Sometimes I'll do that and that's all I need. The first thing I got drunk on was MGDs. No, it was Jim Beam. I take it back.
Miller Genuine Draft?
Yeah, I think I take public transportation, so I'm around people all day long. And I see the same people every day. We're all in the same routine. And it's pretty much Groundhog's Day. I get off the same train car at the same time, and I'm always speed walking. I can pretty much beat everybody just to get out in front of the pack because people crisscross through the parking lot and they won't watch where they're walking. But I always walk behind this one lady who smells like wet cardboard. I don't know what it is, but I always smell these weird smells. That's stinky, dude.
A wet cardboard?
It's just something. It's like she washes the clothes she wears once every 2 weeks or something. It's weird.
It sounds like
she looks like a professional lady, too.
It sounds like she has a whole car full of bumper stickers.
No, wait. I will get to bumper stickers, but sometimes bums ride the train, and you'll walk in and there's no seating, and you'll go down a certain area, and you'll be like, "Holy crap! There's 2 rows of seats empty," and then you're like, you take a whiff. That's why, and then there's some dude sprawled out, wasted.
Man, where we live, bums are becoming a big problem, and
don't you think it's because they kind of go where the money is too, because they can get the handouts?
That's a good point. I never really thought about that.
Dude, I walk every time I drive down to the coast. I always see people out, asking for money, and on several occasions, I've witnessed people giving them money. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing; it's good, but it's like feeding a squirrel. You know, it might just keep coming back.
Well, and the thing is they're not getting $5 now. They're getting like $10,
Yeah.
$20. Like they're getting full meals paid for. You know, when we grew up, a bum kind of was a drunk guy who just drank too much and was kind of, you know, goofy, but he was always polite, and he was always like, you didn't worry about
I don't
him.
remember seeing too many bums. I only
You
saw them
didn't,
like
but
at Grape Day Park.
Yeah, but the ones you saw, they weren't just like this tragic life and this.
They weren't
wasted
28.
thing. Good point. They were an older gentleman, and they drank too much, and they probably just got kicked out of their house, and they bought us beer. But like the bums today are just, they're crazy, man. Like you look in their eyes, and it's a different kind of
I think
mentality.
they've been addicted to opioids.
Whatever they're addicted
what is
to.
it? Opioids? Opiates?
Yeah, the opiates. Whatever they're addicted to is scary shit,
Yeah.
because they are, you know, I hate to say it, but a menace to our society.
Unstable.
Yeah. Where before it was maybe an army vet, or maybe a guy who lost his family in, you know, a tragic way, and they just drank too much. Now it's wealthy kids. And to me, a lot of them that you see are just kind of like mentally fucked up and didn't get the help, but they also don't want to take care of themselves, and they also don't want to work, right? Like,
Well, it's probably like a byproduct of the root cause is that they can't even conceive of it. All they know how to do is just be like, oh, give me money.
yeah, give me money so I could feed my habit. But
Yes.
you know what?
Oh, check this out. I was at a gas station with a friend and his dad. We were putting fuel in a boat, and the dad's I was putting gas in the boat. He's like, he said, fill up that guy's motorcycle, or fill up his tank, and the guy pulled his thing up, and I didn't even question it because, you know, I trusted him. So I put gas in his tank, and when I was done, I closed the tank up, and the guy shook his hand and said thank you. And when he left, I said, why did you do that? He's like, well, the guy asked for money, and I said, well, what do you need? And the guy said, well, I need gas. And so he's like, well, I'm getting fuel. I'll just fill you up.
All right,
because he didn't want to give someone money and have him just go spend it on booze.
Yeah.
He truly wanted to help the person.
Yeah.
He didn't want to enable him.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a cool learning moment for me at the time.
Well, and back to your point of them being younger and younger.
Yeah, that's right. And to clarify or paint a picture, the dude was an older guy. Like, he looked like he was in Vietnam.
Yeah, he kind of felt
and I think that's why the dad
he was probably really down on his luck. But back to your point of them being younger, I look at some of these chick bums, and I'm like, you're kind of hot.
It's because they're young.
Yeah, they're young, but they're still put together, and I feel like if you became a Pretty Woman situation,
I don't even think you can call them bums. You have to think up a new name.
Yeah,
for
that's
these
a good
ones.
point. They're just nomads, I guess, or gypsies, or whatever.
Or I think gypsies. Is the word.
But you know, like
because hobos weren't necessarily bums, but they were people that illegally rode trains and did work in cities, but didn't spend a lot of money.
Yeah, I feel like if you gave them a makeover, like a Pretty Woman situation, they'd be pretty hot, dude, and they could make some money for you on Instagram.
Have you ever seen any of those transformation videos? Or, you know, some barbers will go out and pro bono cut people's hairs and like trim up their beards. I watched this time lapse video of some bum. That sounded kind of mean the way I said it. Some dude who was down on his luck without a house, but they gave him a makeover, and he went from looking like a bum to some dude that could be in a magazine. It was crazy, and because he was young too.
Well, that's the thing is, half of these guys, man, you cut them up and you give them some clothes and an address, and all of a sudden they can find a job. But you know, there's programs out there and that kind of stuff. I know that's all bullshit, but I don't know, man. I just feel like they need to help themselves just as much as we need to help them.
Oh, well, right. But at the end of the day, OTSS.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's really
only the strong survive, baby.
I mean, that's how nature's always worked. That's how it'll always work that way.
Yep.
But you'll evolve. I remember hearing on the news that a lot of journalists were being fired, and then people were going on their social media and being smartasses and saying, fucking learn to code. It was this big controversy. I think that's part of like the whole adaptation mindset. You have to be able to adapt and overcome. I think that's the only reason why we're here.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay. Do you know what manifest destiny is or what it means?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really understand manifest destiny.
So what's your destiny, right? Your destiny is something that might be predetermined through some like grand design. I think I could be totally wrong, but manifest destiny means that you make something in a dream world or something in your mind become reality just through thinking about it. And I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, I think some people might say that they would ask the universe, for something and that they would get it in return. But for me, it wasn't really like that. I just kept thinking it and telling myself, like, this is definitely going to happen. Like, it's going to happen. It already has happened. Yep. So I went to let me back up. A good friend of mine introduced me to this band called Warpaint, and found this band like right at the time I got my truck. And I started going out to the desert. And so I started listening to some of this music out there. So I really started to get into it. It's like music I never really liked before or even heard of. And me and my brother-in-law were going to go see him in concert. And we met a couple other friends there. And the whole time before the concert, I kept telling myself, yeah, I'm going to meet these chicks. It's going to happen. We go to the concert. We see the concert. We go back to the Lafayette where we were staying. My brother-in-law passed out. I went by the pool. And lo and behold, the whole fucking band starts coming out. They were staying at the same hotel. I bumped into one of the chicks out in the parking lot. And then after that, I went back out to the pool to hang out. And then the rest of the band came and they hung out. We sat out, talked to them. We had a couple beers until the manager came out and like booted us out. It was crazy. Like, thought it was going to happen, and it happened. I even told my friend, like, hey, I'm going to meet this fucking band tonight.
What is that called? Manifest Destiny?
Yeah. Like, it's like if you were going to say...
Well, let me stop you, because I do not believe in manifest destiny, and here's why. Every single night of my life, I lay in bed and think tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. And guess what? It is never, ever the night. So you could take manifest destiny and shove it up your ass.
You got to reach for the stars with this stuff, dude.
Okay, tonight I'm going to ask myself, or manifest destiny myself, tonight is the night Joey Potter flies from the fucking ceiling and sits on me.
I mean, you got to be realistic with the whole thing. Can't be in a dream world.
I get it. No, and yeah, I kind of believe in that stuff. It's kind of like, your optimistic viewpoint.
That's the whole point I'm trying to make, is that if you think positive thoughts, that positive things will happen. If you surround your whole way of thinking with being positive.
Yeah.
That makes me think of this Tom Cruise in some movie. What movie is it where he says, he says positive thinking. Is that
Risky Business or like Cocktail or something?
It's either Cocktail or Risky Business.
Those are his two best movies.
Yeah.
Sorry, Top Gun fans.
You don't think Top Gun's at the top?
Top Gun's a very good movie, but are you shitting me? Cocktail?
Dude, look what Katie Holmes did to Tom Cruise, man.
She fucked him up.
No, but like, I can't watch any Tom Cruise movies with any seriousness after watching him. I saw that Oprah clip. I don't watch Oprah, but I saw the clip of him jump on the couch and he's like, he lost his virginity that day. Like, wow. I'm like, oh, dude. This guy's feeling it. So now anytime I watch his movies, I just think of him being like that. But
losing your virginity is a very, very good experience. It just is.
Well, it's a rite of passage. Yeah, for sure. It might not be good for both, though.
As long as it's done responsibly and safely.
Consensually.
Come on, man.
I know. I was throwing in the whole list of items.
We're not trying to fucking Me Too, like
I know.
The whole public. But if it's all done with all the stuff we just listed,
yeah,
and one person is bummed and one person isn't, then there's still nothing wrong with it. Like, at least one person goes home happy.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be awkward. It's like the first time you ride a bike. I mean, do you ride a bike perfectly the first time, or do you take a few pumps and then you fall over?
And that's just like dating. Like, the first time you go out with a girl or date a girl, you eat shit a couple times.
Yeah, I remember us going. We would go to the movies. And we would also go to like arcades and stuff.
Well, it was the two go-tos was Ups and Downs and the movies for sure.
I know. I remember seeing a movie called Nothing But Trouble. There was a movie theater you could see from our school across the road.
Yeah,
we would go there. I remember making out with a girl there. How old do you think we were? Were we 7th grade?
Yeah, probably 7th grade.
Or were we 6th grade?
Depends on who our teacher was.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember.
Hey, dude, so we got some feedback in the negative way, and that was our first piece of negative feedback. I thought it was awesome, and it was from kind of somebody that touches on almost everything we talk about, but I think the main thing that they were perturbed about was the kind of like life coach.
Oh, life coach
type of aspect,
Yeah.
And
you could put network marketing in with that group as well.
Oh, are you shitting me?
But go with the life coach thing first.
Well, yeah, we're going to touch on both because both drive me crazy, and we're going to retouch on it.
You know why it drives you crazy? Because you're not an idiot. You're smart.
That's right. I'm not an idiot, and I don't cut people off, and I don't ride a 10-speed with stupid outfits on.
Yeah.
But
But you drink Coors Light. So.
I do that, and apparently, according to some of
You
our
drink
fans, that's
piss?
wrong too. Piss beer.
Piss beer. Some good piss, though.
Yes, it is, man. You can pee in my mouth as long as it's Coors Light. I don't care.
Oh, my God.
But so the whole life coach thing and the whole yoga instructor thing and the whole I'm going to do this to do that thing, as most of my shit is, this is going to be pretty controversial and I'm going to take some shit for it. But all that says to me is I don't want to have a real job. And I don't want to work. So I'm going to pretend like I'm going to be able to tell people what to do in whatever aspect they're trying to do.
But what makes them an expert on giving
That's what I'm
life
saying.
advice?
Absolutely nothing. Like
I need to see credentials. It's almost okay. I'm gonna go to the gym and get some dude to personal train me. Do I want someone to be do I want a personal trainer to look like me, or do I want him to look like The Rock?
well, exactly. And,
I want him to look like The Rock.
Exactly. It's like if you went to a karate school and spent $39 a month for 6 months, and so
And I opened up my own dojo.
Well, you opened up your own
Cobra
dojo.
Kai.
Well, you opened up your own dojo right next to Mr. Miyagi's.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose Mr. Miyagi. You know what I mean? Because he knows karate. You don't know karate.
No, I'll just say, okay, where's Johnny Lawrence's Cobra Kai? I want to go there.
You know book karate, dude.
Yeah.
I want to know karate.
I would love to hear an intelligently formed rebuttal against what it is you just said, because then you're going to have to be some sort of wordsmith.
Well, exactly. And the yoga thing, why would you have to bring a little rolled up mat to a building and stretch? Like, stretching's the most free thing you can do.
Well, especially
why would
when
you
you
pay
can,
for that.
Especially when you can go to YouTube, and that's where I've done yoga videos. I've gone to YouTube and put it on in my living room and done yoga.
Exactly. And that's my point, is I have nothing against yoga, but I have something against you having to do it in a group. That's
It's the same
stupid.
thing as paying to run in a marathon.
Well, exactly. You're
doing it
paying-
for recognition.
That's right. You're paying to run on a free public street that, by the way, you've already paid for because you pay taxes,
Hey,
right? Why double pay? Why single pay? Why do any of this stuff? Like, go into your room and stretch as many hours as you want, and then you won't have any fee.
Dude, it's almost the same as a gym membership. I almost don't really think you need to get a gym membership. If you have any amount of space, like 80 square feet or less probably, you could put enough stuff up to maintain physical strength or whatever.
I mean, go do a swift walk. I don't know.
Fucking
push
put a
ups,
pull
sit
up,
ups.
put a pull up bar in your garage. I had a pull up bar in my garage at my old house, and when I first put it up, I could barely do one. But after a while, I could bang out like over 10, no problem.
Yeah. I just think the
Which is hard for me.
commercialization of all this stuff is kind of.
Taking advantage of people.
It is, man. Because, okay, let's say you went and got your certificate in whatever it was for $39 for that 6 months, and you're trying to recruit these people that are kind of in a desperate situation,
Maybe
right?
vulnerable.
Vulnerable. They just leave them alone. If you want to fucking stretch, then stretch. If you want to,
Look,
put
I think-
creams on your face, then put creams on your face. Don't try and make them spend their hard-earned money and convince them that in 6 months they're gonna have a Mercedes and they're gonna be on level 5 of your stupid multi-marketing
you just
plan.
merged yoga with network
It's
marketing.
the same goddamn thing, really, man. Like Downward Dog and selling stupid lotions
Excuse me.
on a multi-marketing
I don't know.
level is the same thing.
I'll go into that, but I think there's some people who really do want to help people, but they also feel that maybe they have a gift or a skill that others don't have, which is why they want you to pay them for their services. I mean, a hairstylist is a different thing. They have an actual artistic skill, ability, technical. They deserve the money.
And they actually go to work every day and they get clientele and they cut hair.
They
and
run a business.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they had to basically work for, because one of my really good friends is a hairstylist and a super hard worker. He can pay his dues, and he didn't just get a certificate. It was all the years. I mean, he did though. I mean, I'm sure he's over certified, but
I'll tell you right now
so
that
that's what makes him good.
I really feel that if I pick some bullshit ass scheme and really went forward with it, I could convince a lot of people to do it. And you know what? I would never ever do that unless you're going to say something different.
Right.
But
like we'll do it together maybe?
Well,
Let's
listen.
form a little fucking.
Well, yeah. If I try and convince people I'm Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get a couple people to think that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. Or if I tell somebody, hey, for $150 a month, I'll teach you how to be a good dad. People are gonna fucking listen because they want to be a good dad,
hold
right?
the phone. Yeah, I think they would listen to you, and you do have life experience. You could offer a lot of advice to people who haven't gone through the same things you've gone through. So for that reason, this is where it's a gray area. But I don't think you would. It's not that you're the type of person that would do that.
You're
gonna hold
about
a seminar about like pay $20 to get in, you get lunch, and I'll teach you about.
I just think that
whatever.
I just think that I'm just gonna build a school, and I'm gonna teach all of it. Fuck it. Like, you want to be a good mom, you want to be a good dad, you want to sell multi-marketing bullshit.
The school Pat, you get a certificate at the end too.
You want to learn how to ride your stupid bike on the street like a little shithead.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach that too. Fuck it. I'm going to teach everything. $39.99 a month. Come on down.
That's actually, you're the Walmart of
that's what I'm saying.
Life coaches,
that's what I'm saying, man.
And then I'll be part of the team. I'll be like, look, you want to learn how to fucking change a tire, change your oil, set up a tent. Well, I'm doing all camping stuff.
Why
you
not?
You want to learn how to grow a pair of balls in camp?
Yeah.
Then we'll do that.
I mean, why not? It's just like...
You really might be onto something. I'm dead serious.
It wouldn't be the first time.
And this is the marketing faction, that's not the right word. This is the marketing arm of this whole
So anyone listening...
You want to join the team?
You sign up for $39.99
Yeah.
And sign somebody else up, and you get $10.99.
Yes.
We'll take the rest, and then it goes on and on and on and on. So basically, we're starting multi-marketing.
Dude, I
bullshit.
went to one of those meetings when I was in high school. I don't know who the dudes were. I mean, I might, but I won't say. But I went and I got invited, and their dad or someone older was talking, and they're like, "Okay, so you give us 200, and then you go get a few more people to get 200." And I don't even know the whole scheme.
I mean, it's so wrong.
But they were exchanging money at this house. They're like, okay, so since you brought these dudes here, and they started doling out the cash. But it was a racket. They probably that's how they rob people.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And I remember thinking, like, fuck off. I'm not giving you any money.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. How about this? Go.
But I figured that out so young. But there are some people who go through life and like the suckers who send money to the
the evangelist?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they watch the church on Sunday and they're like, if Jesus wants you to send $30, I'll send 60.
Yeah. Well, I
and
mean,
then this dude's
if there was legitimate proof that if I sent $60 I'd go to heaven, I would send that $60. I guarantee it.
Who would?
There is no proof. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep my fucking money and pray that.
That's like one stop on a bar crawl, dude. Well, we can afford it.
It's like I hang out with this one dude, and he is like the nicest person in the history of the world. I mean, this guy gives baseball lessons to like mentally challenged kids, and he's just the nicest person,
good human being,
best soul I've ever met in my life. And for me, I'm really hoping that because I surround myself by him, when I get to the pearlies. The pearly gates, I say, hey, listen, man, I know this guy.
Yeah.
And they're going to kind of let me in, kind of like at the bar, right? Like, hey, I know this guy. So that's my knock on wood, getting to heaven's scheme.
Okay, well, let's go into a little bit of religious background. Were you raised Catholic?
I was raised very Catholic.
So was I. Like I performed everything except the confirmation.
Did the priest ever touch your balls?
A negative, Ghost Rider.
So you weren't an altar boy?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
But I didn't really have any desire to be an altar boy. But yeah, I went through a lot of it, and I remember thinking when I was young, the whole heaven and hell dichotomy, or I don't know if that's the right word, the whole heaven and hell thing, that was kind of scary, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it really kind of made you think like, oh my God, I fucking better keep it in line. But at some point it just didn't become part of my reality.
Yeah. Religion's a tough subject, man. Like
I would never say what another person believes is wrong.
What do you think happens when you die?
I think the only real smart answer that a human being could ever utter is, I don't know. Anything other than I don't know is just purely a guess. The people who are so dead serious about like, oh, you walk up to the light and this and that, I'm like, come on. don't you have chemicals in your body that can like help with this sort of like painful transition? Because I know my cousin was in a really serious injury that almost took his life, and he doesn't remember the entire day happening. So you don't think his brain is pre-programmed to like block, trauma?
I think that's a
And
very
dying
intelligent answer.
Dying's traumatic. So, and they talk about like a certain gland in your body. It's called the pineal gland, I think, that this thing can like release DMT type of drugs to make you feel like, woo, make it not even a problem at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I listened to this dude on a podcast talk about, he had open heart surgery and he flatlined a couple times, and he talked about dying, and he said that he felt just pure joy and the most joy you could feel. I think the only thing we might be able to have to correlate it is if you've ever had to take Percocet for pain, that euphoria that just emanates from the center of your body out to your fingertips. I think it's like that, but times 1,000,000.
Well, was it the morphine?
Who, me?
No, the guy.
No, he flatlined. His heart stopped.
Shit.
I mean, he had no heartbeat. So anyways, I don't know. I think the thing is, I don't know. That's why it's interesting to think about it, because all the things that people say could be. Just like, do you believe in aliens? Well, they either are or they aren't. There's no in between, unless they're time travelers.
Yeah. I mean, I think I believe in aliens, but.
Yeah, I like listening to that stuff, but you definitely don't want to get on a soapbox and take a position.
No.
Like, you're fucking stupid if you don't think they're real.
No, I don't. The only position I ever take that's a hard stance is against dumb people.
Yes.
For example,
Yeah, screw stupid people.
Bike, these little stupid motorcycle or.
I thought you were going to start talking about the crotch rocket guys.
Oh no! Well, okay.
What about
well, let's jump into motorcycles.
Motorcycles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
So
they're like a step above the bikes.
for sure,
with
for
their-
sure.
with
So
their,
let me ask you
bravado.
something. Do you ever drive down the street and see two motorcycle guys cross each other, and then they put their two fingers down?
It's
like
like
it's
you-
a secret fucking hello.
It's the motorcycle club
Yeah,
wave. That's
yeah.
what it is. You can't do that in anything but
Yeah.
a motorcycle.
Except the real motorcycle guys always shun that shit, and they're like, "Fuck you, man!" Like, I've seen crotch rocket guys drive down the street, and then they see like a Harley guy coming towards them.
You've been behind one of the two.
For
Yeah.
sure. And the crotch rocket guy puts his two finger out, and the Harley guy's just like, I don't think so, dude.
Not today,
yeah,
dude.
ain't no fucking way you're the same person I am.
I've seen that happen before.
I
And
think it's awesome.
That's when I love things that make me smile. It's like the dickhead who tries to like get ahead in traffic, but he gets jacked.
Yes.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Similarly, the motorcycle thing, I'm like, yeah, fuck that guy on the bike.
Yeah.
He's trying to be cool, He's probably some dork who just bought the bike, and he's like, yeah, I'm part of the club. Now I get to do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, these guys are so delusional, man. When they drive down the road,
I will say this. When I drive on the freeway, or when I used to drive on, I don't commute to work, but when I used to drive on the freeway, when the dudes would split traffic, I made it my mission to go out of the way and get. So I guess
Yeah.
I'm kind of a hypocrite. I wanted to get the wave. I wanted to be in the motorcycle
Yeah.
club, but I wanted to be in the club for being safe for him. So I would move over just so I could get the wave. And if the dude didn't wave, I'm like, fuck you then, punk.
Well, it's different for a motorcycle, right? Because a motorcycle can actually go the speed limit. A 10-speed guy can't ever.
Yeah,
he will
that's true.
never go the speed limit.
Well, the motorcycle
riders
riders are usually splitting traffic to
Yes.
get the whole shot, so they're
But-
usually going up faster than traffic.
But the crotch rocket guys, man, they just have to go. They just have to go, man. Like,
Then you never want to drive to Palomar Mountain on a Saturday morning.
Well,
you
you-
would be the wrong person.
well, no,
to do
you
that.
always tell me, give me a solution to what you have a problem with.
Yeah.
Again, there's this place called Arizona, and they have these fucking straightaways with no traffic.
Okay, so I get the thing. We're here. Hey, we're gonna have a little negotiation. This is the art of the deal.
All right.
We'll give you the 10-speed riders and the motorcycle riders, and then all the people that come tour here in the summer, they can just stay. It's an even swap, right?
I don't
and then
know, dude.
they'll learn to assimilate because we'll go befriend them on the beach.
Maybe
and
we
we'll
just
befriend
send
them in the
all
community.
of those categories to Hawaii and just call it a fucking day.
Hawaiians hate anyone who's not.
Well,
from
that's what
Hawaii.
I'm saying. Like, we'll just send them.
It's
all
not
there
even a
and-
secret either. I've listened
no.
to some people talk,
No.
and I know people who have family members that live in Hawaii, and
bro.
it's like, yeah, anyone who doesn't
Yeah.
live here can go fuck off.
What is that? It's like Dog the Bounty Hunter went to Hawaii. He lived there, and he was so hated there, dude. And the funny thing is he never knew why. But he would go there and he would talk to Hawaii. hey, brah, I'm gonna arrest you, brah. I'm gonna make you good, brah. Are you shitting me? Like
He would try to. He was like insulting him.
He tried to
basically.
be part of the community. It's like, are you kidding me, dude?
But it was all fake.
Well, yeah, like he's this white, long-haired guy, and he's actually from Texas. You think Hawaiians are gonna accept you? You fucking idiot! Like
No, it was disrespectful. Really.
it was stupid, man. So, fuck Dog the Bounty.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck that guy. Fuck that dog. I know. I went to Hawaii last summer.
Hawaii sucks, dude. For the record,
No,
I don't know.
listen. I will say this. This is one of my bucket list things is to go back to Maui and backpack on Haleakala National Park.
Fuck Haleakala. We live in.
You're a pussy. I'm talking.
We live in San Diego. Go to Cuyamaca. I don't know.
I'm talking to real men here, not little pussies who don't backpack. Mm-hmm. You don't even know what you're missing out on because you're such a pussy. But I saw some people backpacking when we were going up the mountain. It looked rad, dude. So that's on there. That's on the list. That would be cool because it's not really near the beach or the tourist area. That's something different.
I hope a hawk poops on you
Fuck
when you're backpacking.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, so have you ever been to a dude's house with your family or whatever, and he's barbecuing, and he just sucks at barbecuing?
I think I've been to a couple.
Like, can you just turn in your man card at that point? Like, if you don't know how to barbecue, you're a dork.
Well, I think you need to figure out how to barbecue because it's a real good way to cook food. And there's a huge spectrum of like barbecuing. There's people who do straight, only charcoal.
Yeah, I'm not talking about any of that stupid shit.
Just being able
Those
to
guys are
barbecue.
idiots too. Like, come on, man. Turn a fucking button in. There's propane and there's flame. But if you don't know how to cook chicken or steak or hot dogs or hamburgers, there's no need for you.
I think the charcoal ones are good for the weekend when you can do it all day. If you could make some like juicy meat, cool. But on a daily basis, to know how to be able to cook some fucking chicken or steak for your family, it's essential. You don't have a man card if you can't do that.
I agree with you, man. Like, learn how to barbecue, please.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, and then your wife doesn't do it, you're fucking depriving your family.
Well,
my mom barbecued all the time, dude, and I'd hang out in the backyard with her.
I was just gonna say, if you
chicken.
don't, and then your wife does know how to barbecue, then
No,
there's
my dad,
really no need for you.
My dad knew how to barbecue.
He
but
did.
My mom would do it too.
But what I'm saying is, if you don't know how, and then all of a sudden your wife sits there and cooks a fucking tri-tip that's unbelievable, like, turn in your man card, bro.
No, but it's cool because later that night she pegs you.
What's peg for the people that don't know what that is?
I don't know. What if some kid?
Well, listen, this
show,
we taught you what cuckold is, so we're gonna go ahead and teach you what pegging is.
Should I do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so pegging is when a woman puts a strap on and makes her dude the bottom.
Yeah, fucks him in the ass.
I did it a little bit more chill. Yeah. I was gonna say fucks.
That's crazy, dude. You know what I took a little flack for last podcast?
What?
Is the dad in the mama group. Like, I literally had 2 or 3 dudes come to me and say, hey, man, that was a little harsh.
Fuck off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way. I wanted to tell him, like, what you are doing for society is way harsher than what I'm doing.
Yeah, just hope when we go to war, like, you're going to sign up.
Yeah. Is there women in this group?
That's so. I mean, here's the thing. If I've heard people. Okay, so you and I are both white. Mm-hmm. Sorry, excuse me. You and I are both white. That's obvious.
That's a fact.
So when I hear people disparage or group into a category all white people, I don't get offended.
No.
I'm like, part of the time it's fucking true. So what am I going to get all butthurt for?
Yeah.
And okay, so mountain biking. You can talk some shit about mountain bikers, and I probably fit a little bit of the bill.
Oh, no, you fit 100% of the bill.
Fuck off. I don't fit all of it, you dumb fuck. But I mean, I acknowledge that I'm something that you don't like. And same with the biker. But you know what? I'm not going to cry on my pillow at night over it.
I think the moral of this conversation is every single group we've offended and every single group that we've talked shit about,
we will eventually.
I'm not part of, so I'm kind of perfect.
I don't know. Maybe not so perfect.
Oh, wait, I've been pegged. Never mind.
You might want to delete that, dude.
No, I'm not deleting shit.
Fuck. I mean, a finger in the ass is fine, but I don't want no whole full dildo, dude.
I'm not deleting any of that. That's the public one here.
I mean, Kanye did it, right?
Kanye West
Yeah,
got pegged?
No, not pegged. There was a fucking like TMZ or no paparazzi dude was following him, and Kanye's walking with his underbite, just not fucking making eye contact.
Yeah, he's an ugly fuck.
No, and then the dude filming's like, "What's up, Kanye? You like a finger in the booty hole?" And then he fucking lost his mind and he charged the dude, and then it just went all like blurry and stuff. But if he got like. I guess triggered is the word.
Yeah,
I might overuse that word.
No, I mean, but they're like before, they'll turn it into a drinking game. But the other one I took flack for is
they'll turn what into a drinking game?
You saying the word triggered.
Yeah, that's okay. Triggered, crazy, and for sure.
Yep. And you saying the F word.
We should have a ticker like on a thing and it'd be like bing, bing, bing.
Well, yeah, the other thing that I got flack for is calling Justin Bieber a fucking asshole.
Why?
Like, I literally got called out by like 5 people.
Well, I mean, why? That's just your opinion.
Well,
why can't you think people are assholes?
I've literally had somebody tell me that they couldn't get through the first 5 minutes of our show because they wanted to yell at us.
Well, that's understandable.
For everything that we said.
That's the whole beauty of it, is I can continually talk shit to you and you can't fucking interrupt me.
Well, I got through the first 5 minutes and I wanted the next 5 minutes.
I mean, I think we're trying to preach an air of positivity and like a positive way of thinking. And
100%.
Just, if I could do anything with this, it would be to make the world a better place. And the way I can make the world a better place is to bestow upon them knowledge, which if it is reproduced by everybody, the results will be beneficial for everybody.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can...
So for all you...
Learn how to merge, damn it.
For all you $39 a month merge people, learn that.
We're going to
preach that.
On our next episode, I think what we should have prepared is our business model for our how to drive school.
Yeah, it'll
include drinking. We'll make it fun, but you'll learn.
The one thing I do want to mention is we are pumped to. We're gonna bring you in probably mid-June. We're gonna tape it in early June. A guest. And we're pumped on this guest, and it's a female guest.
We'll have multiple guests, yeah.
But this one is in particular I really am pumped on, and we're going to talk a lot about kind of marital issues.
Oh, and that's far-reaching.
It's pretty cool, man. Like we sent her the outline, she's down with it.
And then that could be juxtaposed with marriages that are
good.
I was going to say that have no issues, but that sounded bad. But just marriages where the two people have figured it out.
Yeah,
got in the same rhythm.
I'm pretty sure at this point, if you're 40 and you're listening to this, like we want you to be 40 and listening to this.
Well, we also want to
you've
bestow
had
knowledge.
Ups and downs in your marriage, right?
Well, just in life.
Unless you're remarried for the second or third time, then you're all happy and it's honeymoon stage again.
You hit the reset button.
Yeah.
Boop.
Yeah. But I know you have some would you rathers for me.
Yes, yeah.
Go ahead and fire those off because I do have a couple for you.
We got to get into the would you rathers. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna spit out a few, and you can say pass, or you can.
I will never pass. I will fucking let it loose.
We'll start off slow. And
right.
Okay, beach or mountains?
Beach.
I mean, that's kind of a slam dunk, anyways. Okay, In-N-Out or authentic Southern California Mexican food from
Done deal, brother. Mexican food.
I love In-N-Out.
That's a good one, though. That's a good one.
It is, because it's a real hard choice because not everybody has access to In-N-Out. I'm going to diverge here for a sec, but my mom's or my uncle, he lives out in Colorado, and for a while he didn't have access to Jack in the Box, or for whatever reason when he came out to Southern California he just loved the Jack in the Box tacos.
Oh, they're the best, dude.
They are really good.
Did you know that's soy meat? That's not even real
I knew
meat.
That.
Yeah.
And that's why I like eating those if I'm ever needing like a fix. So I'm getting off track. All right, okay. Would you rather get beat up by a feminist or beat up by a 17-year-old punk kid?
I'll take the 17-year-old.
I would do that too. There's a video where this comedian, Cat Williams, he's like a little short
Oh, I
dude.
love that fucking
He's
guy.
super funny, man.
Yeah.
But some video came out. He was talking shit to some teenager who was bigger than him, and the kid kicked his ass. And it's all filmed.
That's awesome.
It was funny as shit, dude. All right, this one's gonna be a little fucking abrasive, but let's do it. Okay, this one's gonna be funny. Would you rather shit yourself every time you had an orgasm, or would you rather get a boner every time you talk to a guy?
Oh, shit. Oh, wow, man. That is...
And
fucking
for the
wrong.
record, I heard this on Barstool Sports or something, but I thought it'd be funny to pose it to you.
Say it again.
Okay, would you rather shit yourself every time you had an orgasm, or would you rather get a boner every time you started talking to a guy?
Yeah, boner every time I started talking to a guy.
Yeah, like you just start talking to you're at a baseball game and you start talking to some dude and you just immediately get a fucking boner. Like the 17-year-old boners, the ones that are
Let's go back to the very
drive-through
average size penis.
masonry.
No one's ever going to see my boner, so it doesn't
Oh, you
matter
gotta
anyways.
assume people can see it. Come on. Oh, I got some stories about that. Let me diverge for a sec. There was a couple times where we were in high school. I was in class and I was wearing sweats, and they would make you come up to the board to like write answers on the board.
Yeah.
And one time I was like, I can't do it. And they're like, what? I'm like, I just can't get up right now. And the teacher just moved on. That was funny. Okay, so this one's not really a would you rather, but more of like a what do you think you could do? All right, so let's say you get paid $5,000 for every day you didn't jerk off. How many days do you think you could go?
$5,000 for every day?
Yeah, I mean you can make that figure anything. But
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Well,
How
but I was
long
thinking
could I
more
go
of a-
without jerking off?
more of a realistic number. Because if you said $1 million every day, then your answer would be like, oh, I'd never jerk off.
Well, yeah, no, that's I'm gonna
That's-
tell you
that's
right
not
now.
possible.
Even if it was $1 million a day, there's a shelf life on that.
There
thing.
would be a limit to that.
I would honestly say, I could
10 days?
10 to 15 days, and then
Oh my God.
I mean, listen, dude,
I'm
I'm a pretty horny person, man. Like,
it's not that you're horny. It's just that you're
I have these things.
You're a man, dude.
I have
You're
this
a fucking
curse,
man.
and they're called balls, man.
Exactly.
And if I go too long, they actually turn blue and start hurting.
Dude, there's a pressure relief
Yeah.
valve that you have
Yeah.
to turn
like
every so often.
women have this aunt. Her name is Flo, and she comes to the
Oh,
house once a
no.
month. I definitely have this thing called blue balls
get
that
it. It's-
happens when
it's some-
there's no release.
It's
It
part
just
of your
is-
body
it
that
just-
affects your
yeah. And again, sorry, Mom, but it is what it is.
Hey, you created them.
Yeah,
I didn't ask
you
to be
fucking
here.
plot me out.
I know. That's the whole thing. Is like, wait, I didn't even ask to be here. Now I'm here.
With blue balls.
Shit, and I gotta pay fucking taxes too.
Oh shit, that's a whole different subject.
That's funny. Well, yeah, I think that covers most of the would you rather's.
Yeah, I want to give you a couple would you rather's.
Okay, yeah, all right. Just
All right,
starting
man,
starting
so,
with like
so your would you rather's
my
are
would-
cool, but you know how I like to do it. My would you rather's involve kind of more sleeping with famous actresses. And stuff, so.
I think it was just choosing one or the other.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna get
yeah.
that specific.
Yeah. So
Because I'm happily married.
well, of course, so am I. But there's always fantasy world. But
What if my daughter listens to this sometime?
then we're all in trouble. How old is she?
She's 9.
Yeah, dude. If a 9-year-old's listening to Just One Beer podcast,
It doesn't
we're all
matter.
in
It
trouble.
doesn't matter that she listened to it now. It'd be that she listened to it at some point. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
fuck off. Just
Yeah.
go ahead.
We're gonna call you Ron Jeremy from here on out because he's worried about what his kids are gonna think about. Okay, so
His big belly and his big dick.
listening back to our past cast, I kind of really felt bad because I left out Brenda from 90210,
Yeah.
and she was one of the hottest, bro.
Well, I mean, she was there from the beginning.
100%. So we're gonna go with Brenda or Kelly from 90210.
Brenda or Kelly? I would probably take Kelly. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't think she was cute in the show at that time, but just if I had to choose, I would choose Kelly.
All right. So Kelly or
Why do I have to be PC? That's so stupid.
yeah, it is pretty fucking lame. But Kelly or Joey Potter.
Okay, Joey
Yeah,
Potter.
That's a good point, man. Like Like we posted this.
I've recollected and like reviewed my previous answer, so I rescind my last answer.
I just want to say this, man, and
Yeah, maybe she's listening, Pat.
because we have at
You gotta
least
do a hashtag
100
Katie
people
Holmes.
that listen to us. I love you,
Fucking
Katie.
huge amount of people.
I love you, Katie. So,
Do you want to be on the show?
well, let me rephrase that. I love you, Joey.
Oh yeah.
Joey Potter.
Yeah.
I could be your Dawson on blonde hair, blue eye. Like let's do this, you know?
That would be a great like respin of the show. It's like her and then you're the
the Pat's Creek.
call it Burton Creek.
How about Pat's Lagoon? Like
Oh, yeah,
right by
yeah,
the
it's like a
lagoon,
little spin on where
Pat's Lagoon. Fuck it. You
Yeah.
could be the Pacey, and if you ever mess with my girl, I'm
No, I'll fuck you up. Oh, that's funny.
all right, man. Well, we're gonna wrap this up.
That was fun.
Yep.
We will be back.
Don't know when, don't know how, but
No.
we will be back.
Yeah, that was fun. We'll be back. We'll do our best to spit something out every week. But
You,
I mean,
you gotta say something stupid like you've said it the whole like.
oh, I gotta think of something funny.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Utah, give me 2.